This segment of the Just Cooling podcast has been brought to you by the Tattoo Shop Radio and powered by Zeno FM.
All right, here we are again. Welcome to the episode of Just Cooling Podcast. I am Country Red, and you are
DawsonSJewellS.
We have a special guest in the building. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and give us your resume.
Hi, my name is Kiska Johnson. I am a photographer out of Beggs, Oklahoma.
All right, cool. All right, so tell us what made you fall in love with photography? Like, when did you get that itch to be like, you know what, I can do this?
So I have always had a passion for images. There was times where I would be at my mom's and like my aunt's house and I'm looking through pictures. But what took it there was my husband. He bought me my first camera. Christmas of 2016.
Ooh, okay.
And man, when he bought it, I just took off. I started going to classes and trying to learn as much as I could.
Do you remember the name of that first camera that he bought you?
Yes, I do. It was a Canon T6.
Canon T6, okay.
Yes, and I think it was like a kit lens, 1870 or something like that. I can't remember, but it was just a little kit lens, and I mean, it got me going.
So knowing what you know now, like, what type of camera or brand would you recommend for somebody like to start out, you know, based off your experience now?
So I've only worked with Canon.
Okay.
Yes, and right now I shoot on a Canon 5D Mark IV. I have a Canon 5D Mark III, and then I also have that. I still have that T6, excuse me. And I like my Canon 5D Mark IV. It has Wi-Fi capabilities. So I know they have the new cameras out, which are the mirrorless cameras, but I don't know if I want to go there just yet.
Wow,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So,
go ahead.
No. Go ahead. We always be bumping and collide sometimes. We just who gonna go next? Who's gonna go next? Go ahead, sis.
Do you remember, if you can, like, what was your first photo that you took with that camera? Your first camera?
Good question.
Oh my God, that is such a good question. So once I got it, I have a cousin here on my dad's side, and we would go practicing. So my first shot was on a country road, and I took a chair out there with me, and I had her posing all over the chair. It was oh my God. The pictures were good. The scenery was good. But to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. But it was fun, though. We had fun. Yes. Yep.
That's all that matters.
Right, absolutely.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ask you a more serious question. Do you feel like photography is like kind of oversaturated here in Oklahoma, or like as far as making profits? Do you feel like it's enough for everybody to eat? Like, what are your thoughts on that when it comes to photography? Because I feel like everybody thinks they can do it, but it's different skill set.
So I definitely feel like it's oversaturated, guys. I mean, you know, everybody, you can go to Best Buy and get the camera, you know?
Right.
But I think what sets me apart of, you know, the people that just decided one day they were going to, my light just went off, guys. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good, fam.
Okay. What sets me apart is I push myself to learn. I invest. I try my best to learn as much as I can so that I can give different things, you know? do different things or whatever. I don't know why this light went out. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
Okay.
So when you was you say you went to school, so like everybody that wants to go to school for photos and stuff, for photography and learn the editing and programs of software, like how long did you have to go to class and what was that like doing that while you was learning?
So I started off, I went to the tech in Okmulgee, and I think it was probably maybe a 3-month class.
Oh, okay.
And then I've also went to TCC and took some class, and I think that may have been, maybe 2 months. What else I took some online classes with different photographers that's that a little bit more advanced than me. What else I've been taking so many. When I finally decided what my niche was gonna be, I took a course online for maternity, and I think that may have been like 6 months, and I enjoyed it. I learned so much. I mean, she went from the basic to where she is. So I learned a lot. I didn't know anything about composition. Like I didn't know that you needed to measure from, the light to the backdrop to the, I didn't know the little simple stuff like that. And I learned that there. So, yeah.
That means a lot because a lot of people feel like, oh, even me, I feel like, oh, I took a picture with my camera. I can do this. No, I cannot because I don't know nothing about no Canon T7 810 or whatever you just said.
Yes.
And you know a lot. You went to that's important when it comes to photography. So that's kudos to you for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So
it's a lot of math, guys.
A lot of math, you say?
Yeah, it's a lot of math. Like, those questions back in school when they would say, what's the distance from here to there? Those type of questions, that's what you're dealing with.
Wow.
Like, your lights have to be on point. Like, if your lights ain't right, like today, like seriously.
Well, yeah, I got my little ring light, and so like I can see the difference. We got like 3 different levels where you can like make it go higher or dim it and stuff. So I definitely understand a little bit on a level that you're talking about. You mentioned maternity. Like, can you explain to the people that might be lost on what that means? Because I was kind of like I'm not sure what that means. I thought about like somebody being pregnant or something like that.
Yes.
You said that, like,
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. People, they book me for their maternity shoots, and I shoot them and their bellies. Yeah.
Okay, I have seen some of them. Okay.
That's his man side. We don't want to say every man don't know, but that was he had a brain fart. It's okay.
Yes, he did.
They beat me up a little bit, y'all. Please.
I
just that was a
that's
different
what
term.
I really want to specialize in. Like, I don't mind doing the other stuff, but that's what I want to specialize in.
Can you tell us why you chose that?
So there's 2 reasons. Well, there's 2 reasons why. First is, it's a special moment. You know, like you're pregnant. You may, some women may not feel beautiful while they're pregnant, and I'm able to show them how beautiful they are, and then also they're gonna come back because I'm good. Yes, they're gonna come back, and they're not only are they gonna come back, they're gonna come back with more kids, family. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I went down that route. Like, I really, honestly, that's what I love doing. But here lately, man, people book me for everything.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
If you have time to do it all,
Yeah, it's good. But when your heart is at one particular thing, you just be like, okay, no, but yeah. I'm excited about every opportunity that I get. I just thank God, he just keeps blessing our little family. So It's you know, whoever comes and they want it, I'm gonna do it.
That's beautiful. And I'm gonna ask you this. You might have answered this, but what details do you believe make the best photographs? Like, give us like 4 or 5 things that makes it the whole package to where I'm gonna sign off on this. I can go ahead and continue doing it.
So what I look for when I get ready to edit my photos, I want to make sure, number one, that my lighting is on point.
Okay.
You know, that's like number one. Number two would be composition. How does this person look in this pose? You know, and then I'm looking next is how sharp that picture is. If I can't see their lashes, I'm tossing it out.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So those are my 3 things that I look at before I deliver a picture.
With that being said, so does that also depend on what type of lenses that you have as far as how much it can capture the details of it also? Does that make sense what I'm asking you, or?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So a lot of people think that they need the top of the line, camera. They think they need the best lens, the $3,000 lens, but you don't. If you know what you're doing, you don't need that. You know, if I wanted to still shoot with my T6, I could, right? Now the lens does kind of make a difference when it comes to the view area type, if I can explain that. So like I have a 24 to 70. I'm able to get everything with that lens. Now I have to be super close up on my subject, but it's a good lens for studio work. I love it. I also have a 70 to 200. That booger would shoot from here all the way to my house, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. So it depends, but you don't need it. If you know that aperture, your f-stop, and how shutter speed works, you can use really any camera. You can use your cell phone.
I was about to say, can you use that to make it work? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can use your cell phone. Yeah.
That's cool.
Have you ever thought about doing like and I feel like a lot of photographers are doing it, even the photographer here. Like, have you thought about doing like a selfie museum, maybe for maternity? Like something like that, like with your own backdrops, and they can go to different areas and take pictures with their cell phone, but you maybe like charge them, or have you thought about that?
That's interesting.
So I did think about opening up my studio. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a 600 square foot studio. And I thought about opening it up and maybe doing something like that, like twice a year. But the liability behind it, I just
right. I get it.
I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, I have seen them. They have some in Tulsa where you can rent it and then have your photographer come up and shoot different areas. But I don't think I'll do that.
It's not for you. Yeah,
I don't think it's for me, because when I bring someone into my studio or whenever I'm traveling to shoot, like I want that one-on-one. I don't want too much stuff going on to take their attention from what I'm trying to create.
Right.
Yeah. So, people I know everybody has their own style, but if you look at my pictures, they're not busy.
Right.
I noticed that. Simplicity. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. So before we go to commercial break, I want you to explain what Bags is and what it's like for those who might not be familiar with Bags, Oklahoma. If they're wondering, when they're looking and listening to you, like, Bags, what?
Are you laughing?
Right. I mean, it's important though, because we all have ties and we have family all related and everything. So for those people who don't know, just give us a little rich history about Bags if you can.
So Bags is about 45 minutes south of downtown Tulsa. Back in the day, Bags was the last town that segregated their schools. Bags was full of African American people. Full. Tell it. Yeah. And my grandmother man, all my family, golly. It was just black. It was black. But now it's not. You know, people have, grown up, they've passed away, they've moved away. You know, I've been here pretty well all my life. You guys know.
Right.
Yes, but it's just a small, quiet town. Everybody knows everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have the best neighbor in the world. When we are
Give them a shout out.
Boy, yes, Miss Nancy. Yes.
Miss Nancy, what's up, Miss Nancy?
Yes. She is the best. I love her to death. Boy, we'll leave and she be watching,
Neighborhood watching bag. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll work. So we are going to go to our first commercial break. We got to pay some real estate. We'll be right back.
Okay.
If you're one of the millions of Americans overwhelmed by debt, Settle Bank Debt has a life-changing solution. We offer an aggressive approach to reducing your debt, often for a fraction of what you owe. Our debt settlement experts will help put a stop to the harassing phone calls, end your debt, and give you the financial freedom you deserve. Make the most important call of your financial life today. Call Settle Bank Debt now at 877-492-7222 or visit settlebankdebt.com.
Right, you heard it first. So welcome back. Make sure you guys check us out on the Hub YouTube channel on Fridays at 9 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you also check out Kickback with Sports Tuesdays at 8 p.m. The MilkTray Mondays at 8 p.m. and Kickback Thursday, I believe, at 8 p.m. And also, we're doing a lot. Check us out on Fridays on the Tattoo Shop Radio Fridays on Zeno.fm at 12 a.m. It is a little bit late, but you can still check us out on the radio from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, sir.
That's a mouthful, man. Okay. I need some water. I'm thirsty.
You guys be busy.
Girl.
We're trying to.
Yes.
Trying to. Sis, what you got for me?
Candy, so what is your must-have for your photography bag?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Hey, we coming with it.
So I would say number one, a changing tint.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I started, I didn't have one, and I got blessed with one. And man, when I tell you, it makes a world of difference because your clients will come and they may, need to change. Most of my packages you can change into an outfit. So
that's good.
Having that is perfect. Number two would be my music, guys. I don't go nowhere without it. I have my speaker. I have my speaker on one hip and my camera on the other hip.
Okay.
And I just can't work without music. So I have my speaker. Essentials. Obviously your camera, lotion.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, a reflector, guys. Reflector. Sometimes I can't take my lights, depending on if I have an assistant to come with me, and that reflector would bring that light into someone's face or cover them, and create that shadow.
Okay.
I'm gonna say them. Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That will work. So now we are going to jump into our first segment. Whatever. So what are your top 5 songs or artists, in no particular order, that has impacted your life?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Yes. Oh, Lord.
So listen, my son got me hip to Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He loves Tupac. He can quote every song, right? Me,
Right.
I can only jam to the beat, right?
Okay.
Yes. What is the name of that song where, and I know this is going to be so horrible because I know you know it.
I ain't mad at you.
The Mama song.
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama.
Yeah, so that's on my
Powerful song.
screensaver. When I'm not my screensaver, my ringtone when he calls.
Okay, that's what's up.
Love Tupac. So let's see. Somebody else would be Lee Williams. He is a gospel artist. He reminds me of my dad guy.
Oh yeah, Uncle Howard.
He reminds me of my dad. He plays all those old hymns, you know. Yeah. Let me see who else.
So that's 2, I think, right? 2.
Yes, you got 3 more. You got 3 more.
Okay, how many more I got? 5?
3.
3 more.
Okay, I'm gonna say Whitney Houston.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Patti LaBelle.
Oh, I ain't never heard Patti LaBelle in this one. Okay, I like this. Okay.
And I'm gonna say my girl. I don't know why I like her, but I like Kelly Rowland.
Yeah,
I like all her music.
Now she dope.
Yeah, she is.
Destiny Child. Okay.
No, Kelly Rowland.
No. Yeah, not no Destiny Child.
No, I mean,
yeah,
stuff though, right? Like, she's not part of Destiny Child.
She is, but I only like her music.
That's what I mean, like her solo stuff separate from Destiny Child. I'm like, I think I know who she is. I ain't been this far under the rock. Like,
Yeah.
The one did a song with Nelly, right? And
I like that.
Motivation.
She did song with Lil Wayne. Yeah.
I know who she is, man. I got
I'm sorry.
I mess with y'all. I'm like, Kelly? You said Kelly Price? You said Kelly Rowland. Okay. Kelly Price dope too, by the way. Shout out to her. So do you have a favorite photograph that you took with your client? Is there a favorite one, or are there too many that you can remember that was your favorite? Like, what's your go-to one? Like,
so guys, I'm sure my husband is going to be listening to this, so I'm going to say the picture I took of my husband.
There you go.
Favorite.
There you go. There you go.
Yes. However, I have another picture that I took. It was in a candy store.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
You seen that one?
Yeah.
I think that whole experience was pretty awesome. But my husband.
How do you pick your locations? Is it mostly like the how do you pick them? Is there an extra, I don't know if I can ask this, but is there an extra charge for the location if you're going out of your studio?
So no, I don't charge traveling fees. I don't charge So when I first started and decided I was going to do this, I drove around for hours.
Wow.
Looking and scouting out different locations. Downtown, I have this and I do not share my locations.
No, don't share.
Yes, I do not. But there is one location. Oh my God, guys, it takes about 6 hours round trip to get there.
Wow.
Yeah, really?
Yes, it is. When I tell you it's amazing, it's amazing.
You driving to Texas somewhere off the grid?
I one location.
I can't tell you. All right.
It's in Oklahoma. I'll tell you guys.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that might sound like a vacation trip or something.
I seen one picture. I don't know. It's nice. I ain't gonna, because I don't tell location. But I seen one picture. I was like, "Where is that?"
I'll be trying to guess too.
Huh?
That's probably it.
Probably.
It was in Oklahoma. Yep.
Wow, that is crazy. So, how long did it take to build your business from the ground up as far as investing? Like, tell some of the listeners that's watching this, like, how much did you have to invest? You don't have to give the exact number, but and how long did it take?
Oh man, guys, you're constantly investing. To be honest, you
Okay.
know, I still have stuff that I need to get, but when I decided that I wanted my own studio because I got tired of renting spaces and charging my customers for that space, and it's not cheap to rent a studio. Man, guys, it probably took. Well, the studio was built in about maybe 3 months. They did real good. Yeah. But as far as the cost wise, I've probably spent over, golly, at least 40 grand. Yeah.
Wow.
Photography is expensive. You know,
Right.
one light will cost you $800. Yes. One of my lenses, I spent like $3,500 for just one lens.
Man, that's a new old Cutlass, man. Oh, dang. Shoot.
It's very, very expensive. And like, you know, whenever I go to classes and stuff, guys, that's at least $1,000 at least every. Yeah. So it's expensive. I mean, it adds up. It adds up. And the only way you can make it really in the photography business is if you keep you know, giving your customers what they see on the gram, right?
Okay.
You know? So in order to do that, you have to get the equipment you need.
Right.
So, yeah. So it's expensive.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking. Go ahead. I didn't know it cost that much. But wow, that's an eye opener for me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have you ever have a customer ever came to you with an idea and you thought it wasn't gonna be a good, like, with a vision, and you didn't think it was a good vision?
Uh-oh. Put on the spot.
I mean, people always do, and I just be like, girl, you
nah, they ain't it, fam. Don't do that. Like, no, let's try it this way, huh? Go ahead, give us your testimony.
Yes. But you know, as long as you know, you got to keep it real with people, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you got to keep it real. And I think that's why people come to me, or the people that I do have, they come to me because I'm easy to talk to. I'm going to tell you yes or no, you know. And yeah, I have to tell people no all the time. No, that's not part.
He said, next question. No.
Yes.
I'm put some money in there, you know, I'm gonna have my grills out, you know, with some money. No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
So, man, I'm curious, man. I feel like you thought about this with all the blood, sweat, and tears and investment that you have invested in your company. Have you ever thought about doing short videos or film with that? With the stuff that you have? Or is there something down the line?
So I thought about it. I have all the equipment to do it. But you know, that's gonna be another cost, you know.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I mean, you can learn so much on what is it? YouTube, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You can learn so much. You know, people get out there and they tell you, oh, here's how the behind the scenes to how I created this, but they're not giving you everything.
Right.
So, I mean, I have thought about it because honestly, Red, that's where we're going, is video.
Right.
You know, Facebook now allows us to, you know, make videos, and all TikTok is, you know, Instagram. Get your following up on Instagram. You know, you got to make those reels, you know.
Yeah.
So I thought about it. Like I said, I have all the equipment to do it, but I don't know.
You'll find a way. I know it'll come to you. Just about trying to navigate through all that because there's so many endless ways to do it, and so I know you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I know you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just go.
I was waiting for you to finish. I didn't want to cut you off. How do you make your customers feel comfortable if they're nervous, or how do you make them feel comfortable and relaxed?
So when my clients come to me, I usually every single time, especially if I have a nervous one, I don't get out the car with my camera.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes they like, oh wow, she's already ready to shoot, So I don't get out the car with my camera. We talk, hey, how you doing? I always let them know, this is leave all the hard work to me. I just want you to have fun. If I pose you in a way that you feel a little uncomfortable, tell me. I'm cool. Let me know. And then I tell them, when you see me do a 2-step, then that's the best. That's the best shot. So they be waiting, y'all. They be waiting on me to dance. So yeah, I think it's just really, just being yourself. People like people that's just real.
Right.
So I just y'all know I'm goofy. So I just be real and get them comfortable, and, if I see them kind of tensed or whatever, I may turn the music up a little louder.
Okay.
And dance with them, so.
Break the ice a little bit.
Yep, break the ice.
That'll work. So how do you balance what you do and family? Like, explain to people that's in the business that you do, like, how do y'all balance that? What works for you?
Oh man, guys, listen, I still work full time.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I still work full time Monday through Thursday. And as far as my husband, and what we do is every month on our anniversary date, we try to have a date.
Okay.
So on the 22nd, around the 22nd of every month, me and him is doing something, As far as the grandkids, when I don't have, I have 4 grandkids.
Oh, good.
Man. But though, when I don't have a session, I try my best to get to them, But as far as balancing, guys, it's hard. It's hard. But, when you want something, you make it work.
Right.
That's true. That is true.
Yep.
Wow.
So, something I ask all our guests, since you're talking about, balancing time and family, what is your why? What pushes you? What keeps you motivated to keep going?
My why, I think, Toy, is I love being able to tell someone's story. I had this young lady that came the other day. It was her birthday session, right? And after the session, I didn't even know it, but after the session, she said she had been dealing with different, stuff. Women deal with stuff, and she was dealing with some stuff, and she was telling me about it. And it's almost like sometimes I'm their counselor.
Right.
I get to help them express themselves, help them feel good about themselves. Even men, men come to me, and like I had this upcoming actor, and he came to me and he was like, wow, you made me feel so comfortable. Thank you. This was a great opportunity, and then he started talking about different things, and I feel like I'm a counselor. But that's my why. I want people to remember when they go flip through their picture books. Kiska took that.
Wow.
Kiska did, So, and then, I'm building a brand for my family.
Right. Legacy also.
Yes. So, that's why. That's my why.
Aw, I love it. Aw.
It's beautiful. Toy, don't be her crying and stuff now.
I know.
I
I'm together.
Man, let me tell you guys, when I tell you that the last lady I did, when she told me her story, I was just like, that wasn't nothing but God that sent her to me. It was so beautiful, guys. It was so freaking beautiful. It's just amazing what you learn when you're dealing with people, you know. It's amazing what, you know, everybody's story is different, and it's just it's really amazing. Yeah.
It really makes it worthwhile and why you do it. So it keeps you going to want to do it all the time. So that's a beautiful connection on that. How you broke it down.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite photographers? Do you have a list of those? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Carrie Wims. Oh man. Guys, when I tell you her photography tells stories, they tell stories and they be so simple. So simple. I love her black and white work. She is amazing. I love her. Manny Ortiz. He's good. He's really good. I think he's from Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Manny Ortiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there is a military guy. His name is Brandon Cole.
Brandon Cole. Okay.
Yes, he's a man. He's amazing. Those last two, there go my light again. Those last two, they have YouTube pages.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, those three are probably my favorite, my absolute favorites.
Toy, you have another question?
Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got here.
Look, you cheating off my cheat sheet, man. You can't be doing that. You over here cheating.
Oh, did you tell us the type of software you use? Did you say
no, I did not.
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't. So the software I currently use is Lightroom and Photoshop.
Right.
I do Lightroom for soft edits.
Okay.
To get my white balance where I want it. Maybe you know, just the colors right. And then I use Photoshop for, you know, extensive stuff. Like if I need to expand my backdrop and make someone waste a little smiling.
Like they do on the Instagram.
Yes.
What that mean? Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, because I didn't know, I had photos taken and like he said he could edit them, and he sent me some, and I was like, they don't look like me. Like, you know, he did add more freckles. My nose is a little different, but I didn't know you guys can so people ask for that too, right? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, like so a lot of people that come to me want their skin smooth.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of young women that want the big booty.
He said the big booty.
Yeah. So I do. I'll shape them up and make them look, you know.
Wow, that's crazy.
A little bit. I don't go overboard.
Right.
But I don't really like messing with people's faces.
Right.
Because that takes away. You know, yeah, it just kind of like, that's not me. I don't want people to look at my picture and be like, that ain't me, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, Photoshop can do a lot.
Yeah, and it's kind of like I had the old version many moons ago, and I was like, there's so much stuff on there. I know they update it every year. I don't know how many times they update it, but it's a lot of stuff on there. You can do like designs on shirts and apparels, editing. I think they might even use it for movies sometimes, short films.
Yeah.
Stuff. And so
you can do a lot with Photoshop.
I'm gonna hit you with this one. This is a hard one too.
God.
So I know this is part of the process. So so if you could do a photo session of 5 people dead or alive, who would it be? Sorry, kinfolk. Life is not fair.
So, guys, I love history.
Okay, cool.
All right. And this is going to sound a little weird, probably, but I'm just going to put it out there.
Go ahead. Come on.
I would probably have one session with all 5 people.
Okay.
I would probably have Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Malcolm X.
Okay.
Tupac.
Okay, that's 3.
Trump.
Okay, that's 4. Okay. Yeah.
And probably Lindsay Adler.
Lindsay Adler.
So she's another photographer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she does amazing work as well. I would sit all of them down, have Lindsay Adler with me in the camera, directing me
Wow.
on their reaction.
That's dope.
Girl. Okay, Kim. Girl.
That's very eclectic. Okay.
Yeah. And so just so you know, like I feel like each one of them are in different times.
Right, I was trying to figure out how that would look. Okay.
Yeah. So I
Telling
feel
a
like,
story with each one. Yeah.
yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, that is. Damn,
That's
wow.
yeah.
It's different.
It's different.
Different but deep.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Put the finger out.
Yep. I would ask, boy, I'd be asking all kind of questions and, capturing their reactions.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be
Wow.
dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Because, like, I think a lot of times media makes you believe things that are probably not true, right?
Exactly.
People cut stuff up and change stuff. And,
Right.
me and my son, we always have, conversations about Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King.
Yep.
We always have, he tells his side, I tell my side, we come together like, guys, like that session would be deep.
Yeah.
It would be deep. It would be interesting. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome.
That's
And
dope. That's dope that you have that relationship with your son to where y'all can like freely express and debate. I don't know if you want to call it debate, but just have a cool conversation just to see like, this is my son. I see where you're coming from and vice versa. This is what my mom thinks. And, everything's all love at the end of the day. So I think that's beautiful. You know what I mean? It's real deep. That's cool.
Yeah, I appreciate my babe. He's he's the one. He's in the military, guys. Like, woo! I'm what they say, a army mom.
Yes, we look us same, girl.
Yeah, it's hard. I struggle. Ooh, I struggle.
I'll be in the bed like, hold on, let me call. Like, what's going on? Like, if you
I know. And Tori, when you get those weekend calls, you just want to stay on the phone and you can't. But yeah.
That's cool. So I have one more question. What is your goal for the next 5 to 10 years? It could be in photography, family, whatever it could be. You could throw it all in one. Like,
well, since we're talking photography, I mean, honestly, guys, I would want to do this full time. Like, yes, I'm ready to retire.
Yeah.
And only do it full time. I would, I see myself maybe one day working behind a movie screen.
I was just thinking that too.
Yep. That's where I see myself one day. It may happen, it may not, but that's my dream.
Now you gotta manifest it.
Yes,
it will happen.
I'm gonna put an extra prayer in tonight before I lay it down. For you. You definitely gotta believe and keep on believing in yourself. All of us do. You know what I'm saying? Even though we feel like we're tired, we don't want to do it, but this is why we do it.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We gotta keep pushing one another and being positive, have that mindset. So most
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's where I see myself, guys. You know, when you watch a movie and the credits come up and it
Your
says,
name, yeah.
yes, and it says director of photography. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's where I want to be. I want my name right there.
It's gonna be there. Watch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there. Oh, that's kinfolk, that's family right there.
Yeah.
Where's Oklahoma?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Oh, man.
That'd be dope. Toy, you have any more questions or?
No, I'm good. She answered some, and I mean, I'm good.
Yeah, it's our first time she handled it like a pro, like a champ.
Yeah, really?
Oh yeah, real good.
Thank you.
So, how can everybody get in contact with you as far as social media, your social media handles, your mathematics? How everybody can get in touch with you as far as getting pictures, photographs, and such. You know, how can they get out to you?
So my website is KiskaJohnsonPhotography.com. I am on. Oh man.
Now we keep going. We keep going.
I am on Facebook. Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, and they're all Kiska Johnson Photography.
Yeah, I heard it.
Simple, simplicity, like her photos, but perfect. Okay.
And once you go on there, you can look up for the prices and everything. It has to be a serious inquiries, right? You know, can't be messing around, be wasting nobody's time. Like, don't be wasting my kinfolk's time now.
Yeah. Right. So I take all my inquiries online. So KiskaJohnsonPhotography.com. There is a little link on there where it'll ask you if you want to book, and it asks you all these questions, and I'll get the inquiry, and we'll start the process.
All right, I'm telling you, she's one of the best here now. Y'all better mess with her. Check her stuff out.
Yes.
Check her out. You will not regret it at all.
Right.
Thank you.
Just check out all her work. It speaks for itself. Once you look on there, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, immediately, expeditious. I would say. Right. Oh yeah, we gotta give you the plug, man. So as we close out our show, I like to leave a positive closing quote. So I want to leave you guys with this. Go like this. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. I'm going to say it again. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. And that's by Martin Luther King Jr. With Malcolm. So I want to leave that with y'all. Ain't that a coincidence? And so any last minute shout outs? Anybody want to do any more plugs? If not, we are going to depart and catch up offline. It's been
I have one, Red.
Go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to my husband.
Yeah, give him a shout out.
He has been a ride or die for almost 6 years now. He allows me to be creative, and he does not ask any questions.
Y'all heard that?
Yes. So I thank God for him and my family as well. But I just appreciate my husband and everything that he does. He's amazing.
Yes,
he's amazing. We're
good
all
out there. Thankful. Yes. We need to hear that. Yes.
Yes.
Man, amen to that, man. Thank you for coming on our show. I know it's been a minute, but I'm glad you showed up. You did great. I had fun. We all had fun. So I really do. We all do. Just Cooling Podcast appreciates you for coming on here and sharing your story, sharing your talents with us. And so we really do appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the opportunity. It's such a blessing. Thank you.
No problem. And we are out to here. Peace. All right.